working on a design project where we're pulling out a lot of existing shrubs and redoing the area. We've got some new trees going in, lots of shrubs and perennials. So we've got 3 areas of the garden that we're redoing. So stay tuned, and I'm going to try to bring you along as much as I can. I'm in my own garden at the moment, but this video is about day 2 of my client install. Just as a little recap, if you didn't see the whole first video, please go back and watch it. But this was a complete tear out. We ripped out all the shrubs and trees that were actually there, and we started from scratch. So we have new trees, new shrubs, new perennials. I did not put in any new annuals or bulbs at this point. I wanted to leave the client some freedom of expression, I guess you could say. So she has some opportunity to put in things next season. It's also getting, well, one, it's very late for annuals. She could put in some mums if she wants to, I guess, and definitely some bulbs for next spring. But at this point, you know, watering is paramount. It's been very cool here in August, but now suddenly in September, we are having 90+ degree days and very humid. So it is requiring a lot of maintenance as far as watering. You know, if we had known that, we probably wouldn't have planted. Maybe we would have pushed things off. But as you saw in a lot of my previous videos, I already had all these shrubs sitting here and the trees were sitting at her house. So it's not like we could really push this project off any longer. I plant all year long, and you can plant all year long. You just have to stay on top of watering. So I hope you enjoy. This is day 2, well, the end of day 1 and day 2 of a client install. So something a little different than my own garden. Thanks so much for watching. Now I just want to briefly talk through why I selected the things that I did and some of my decisions. So I decided on things based on obviously our zone, the orientation of the house. I was looking for, we did mostly pinks and purple type variations. I was looking for different colors, different textures, different leaf structures, some evergreen interest, things that would provide an interest maybe like all season. So here you can see a Satomi Kusa dogwood, Cornus Kusa dogwood, Satomi. And this is on the left side of the house when you're looking at the house. And it'll get some shade from a big tree just to the side of it. Also on this side of the house, I have a Picea glauca pendula. So a nice big one. It's like 9 feet tall in the corner. So to put some nice height and structure and weight in that corner. Also on this side of the house, we have the Japanese maple. We already had the Macrophylla hydrangea. I wanted something with some evergreen interest. And then moving back to the other side, serviceberry is great all 4 seasons. Spring, it has white flowers, beautiful berries in the fall, and gorgeous color. The birds love it. It is a great 4 season, and it looks great even with ice on it in the wintertime. Now I love spireas. This is double play doozy. It won't spread. It's sterile. I put it with some tough stuff hydrangeas and some buddleia, pugster, periwinkle. On the driveway bed, I have spirea double play big bang with some peony first arrival. I also have an evergreen. This is called Christina Blue Spruce. I popped in an Itea, Little Henry, an Aronia, Low Scape Mound, and then a bunch of perennials, including things like Boom Chocolata. Everything was carefully chosen based on where it's located. Is it a snow issue? As far as plowing and shoveling, what can withstand you know, the extremes or whatever in New England. Like I said, different structures, different textures, different colors, all things though that coordinate. Also remembering that there's some deer pressure here. So all of this stuff went into my decisions on the kinds of plants that I wanted to use on this project. So just a quick review in case you didn't see part 1. I hope you go back and watch it, but we got this whole side of the house finished on day 1. including the trees, all the shrubs. And then we went to the left side of the house and started clearing out all the stuff on that side of the house. Until and then started, reshaping beds and clearing weeds and all that kind of stuff. So the left side of the house, the trees and shrubs did not go in until day 2. In case you can't tell, it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. My umbrella's in the car.
Well, do we want the front facing that way towards the road?
Yeah. Yeah, so where the front of that little knot is.
More. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the ground is definitely lower on the backside over here. So here's our Satomi Kusa dogwood. We've got some Agastaki on the back behind the Japanese maple. Along the perimeter here, we have some Chalone hot lips, but they're already past prime, so we just cut them down. No point in looking at dead stuff. We've got a Glow Girl Spirea, which will look nice eventually. We've got some more double play doozies here. We have a mini twist pine. You can tell I already love those. And we've got the weeping spruce there in the back. So over here towards the front, we've got a hibiscus. We've got some plumbago, more double play doozy, a little tater tot, basically, and a baptisia. Now the baptisias, don't forget, get like 3 feet wide. The hibiscus will get like 5 to 6 feet tall and wide. And the spireas will put on some good size too. So this is what this side of the house is looking like. I think it looks really nice. I can't wait to see everything up and growing. So on the garage side of the house, in the morning, we dug up the 2 existing macrophylla hydrangeas, and this is just a quick review if you didn't see the first one. This was a beast to get out, and both of them went on the garage side of the house. So we are trying to transplant two really large hydrangeas. So here we've got some Stilby, dark side of the moon. This rock was here. Got some Brunnera. Got some phlox, creeping phlox, and we've got some hellebores right here. So hopefully this is our last day. Get everything in. Beds are being dug right now. Then we'll get down some topsoil, compost, rototill the beds, and then we can start planting. So I'm gonna take you along. Might be a two-step video because I don't want it to be super long. Even speeding it up, it's gonna be long because it's been, a couple full days of work. So stay tuned, and I hope you like what you see. So I intentionally created a small bed on the outside of the walk to the house. I wanted it to look connected and intentional. It always bothers me when people just plant right up next to the house. So this is, and this is a very large front yard, so we wanted to start somewhere. So after they dug all of the grass up here, rototilled, put down topsoil and compost, then I placed all the plants. We have a bobo hydrangea, we have more of the buddleia, pugster periwinkle, we have some grass, Cheyenne sky, we have a bunch of plumbagos in here, and I even popped in a couple of coneflowers. Of course, we were watering everything in, and who knew that, we would then turn around and have a week where it's over 90 degrees, between 90 and 100 degrees. It's hard to keep all this stuff in. Fall is a great time to plant, and you can plant at any time of the year. I plant all year long, but you have to be on top of watering. Things can wilt so quickly, like the hibiscus, some of the spireas, even the buddleias. So, it's a constant, it's a constant drug to, keep things alive. Once the compost is down, that definitely will help keep moisture in, but you really must be vigilant if you're planting in the fall. Water is really important, especially if you don't have drip irrigation or an irrigation system. So this is what the bed looked like right before it got mulched, and this is what it looks like all mulched. It's beautiful. I love it. Now the area around the driveway, this is a complete redo. We did not touch the wall or the area behind it, but everything adjacent to the driveway, we started from scratch over here. So obviously when I was planning this, I was very cognizant of the fact that obviously we have snow in Connecticut and you need to plow. So I kept any shrubs toward the very back where the wall is, and I put all perennials that will die all the way back to the ground towards the front. So there are a lot of plants in this bed, and I don't have a picture where I was placing them or where they did the same procedure here where they, dug everything up, they put down topsoil and compost, rototilled the bed, and then we started. I placed everything, I moved it around, of course, until I liked it, and then we started planting. So let me show you what's there, and I'll try and talk you through what I used. For more detailed information on any of the plants I'm mentioning, every plant except for the evergreens are Proven Winners plants. I love Proven Winners. I think their plants are just first class, first rate, and I know they're dependable, and I can count on them every time. Starting at the far left, I have some grass, Cheyenne sky, a panicum, prairie winds. Then next to it, to the right, I have an aronia, and then some double play Big Bang spireas along the wall. Along the entire front is Nepido cat's pajamas. And then I have in the middle there a Agastache queen nectarine. The spruce here is a Picea pungent Christina blue spruce. I have an Itea Little Henry in here. I have quite a few cone flowers in here. Again, the catmint rings the whole area. I have 4 peony first arrivals. I have areas filled in here with phlox luminary backlight, geranium, boom chocolata is in here. I've got, like I said, a lot of cone flowers in here. I also have some yarrow, firefly diamond in here, and I have some Russian sage denim and Russian sage denim and lace in here. I also have, like I said, quite a few different kinds of cone flowers, Cheyenne spirit. I tried to do a lot of different colors actually. I didn't want just one. I wanted it to be versatile. Again, here I've left a lot of room for bulbs, for tulips, for daffodils, for alliums, and for annuals. And here we are. It's all mulched. It looks absolutely lovely. I can't wait to see this grow over the years. The contractor that I'm working with will come back and they'll put down wood chip or mulch. Client wants rocks next to the house. I disagree, but it's their choice. So Kusa dogwood, Japanese maple, some double play doozy, spireas. So just one last look at how it came out. Like I said, we'll come and straighten out the edge of the bed. Mini twist pine, hibiscus, another spirea right there, and then a baptisia and a little evergreen. So we left more than enough room for annuals in the spring, for bulbs, for alliums. Deer are an issue here, so I was trying to be very careful about what we were planting. And over here, this looks awesome. So we extended the bed on the other side of the walk just to make it look kind of intentional, not just, you know, up against the house planting. So we have some plumbago, we have buddleia, we have a bobo hydrangea down there at the end, and a grass just to tie it all in with the bed on this side. So again, we have double play doozy, spirea, we have some tough stuff hydrangea in here. We've got a bunch of buddleias, Pugster periwinkle here and over there. We've got a gembox holly, got some agastache in the back over here. We have some Amsonia string theory, and that'll fill that area in really nicely and be a gorgeous yellow against the Japanese maple. So that'll be really pretty come fall. And like I said, we've got bobo hydrangea over here. This looks really awesome. Really pleased with the way this came out. This was a complete redo of this bed. So there's the buddleias. Got some baptisias. You know, don't be misled when things are, you know, you buy things at this size. Baptisia can get 3 feet wide. Same with agastache. Got some pink yarrows in here. Saucy Seduction, I think is the name. And then we've got some hellebores, some brunnera, some creeping phlox. This rock was here. And then still be dark side of the moon. And then we transplanted some hydrangeas. Hopefully they're gonna live. They're macrophyllus. I don't know if they will. We cut them way back. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But for right now, this job is complete. Yay. Thank you so much.